What's up, guys? This is Nate from Famous Racing Customs. Just doing a quick little video as promised. This is for the video before the Nomad, the first video on the Nomad. I had originally gone through all my models and was kind of given a brief description, what's going back to being rebuilt, and just what I've been working on. So the last video, I don't know what happened to it. It's not on YouTube and it's not on my computers, so I don't know. So this is going to be round 3. Alright, so here we go. Let's have a look. So this one is the I believe 1/16 scale General Lee Dukes of Hazzard. This one is going into being rebuilt. The front grille came off. The engine's alright. I want to go back through and redo a bunch of stuff on the engine. You know, just kind of go back through it. When I did the decals, I got them. I have a little mess up here, as you can see. And the General Lee for this side actually got actually tore. So this one will most likely be getting stripped down and repainted, and I'll probably just do something custom with it. There's the front bumper and the valance, and the valance doesn't fit very well up here. It really ought to be glued into place and then painted, and then the grill, you know, the grill insert. But another thing, what was it? Oh, it also did not come with any exhaust. I have to go back underneath the undercarriage and paint it up some too. This is a pain in the ass build. And if you look, I have a hole in the oil pan because the instructions read this to actually be upside down. So there was no clearance. I cut it out and then realized, oh, yeah, this needs to be flipped. So, but it does have posable steering, you know, not very good. It has suspension, again, not very good. Just wasn't too happy with the way it came out. The roll cage doesn't fit right. It's too low. It doesn't go all the way forward. The pillar bars should follow the pillar. So yeah, just little things. That's going to be a long project. For it won't be done for a long time. I don't know when I'm actually going to get back to it. So that's the General Lee. The next one, I just have to glue one more piece back on, which is the hood scoop. This is the 68 Dodge Dart. This is the 2-in-1 kit. I kind of mixed it all together. Something like I would like to see, or something I would like to build. The rake on it is a little extreme due to the fact of the slicks in the back won't fit into the body without either modifying the rear end, which you can't do because the tires just fit. I mean, just fit into the wheel wells. I'd have to tub it. Don't really want to tub it, so I didn't want to cut into the body either. So I just took a piece of styrene off the parts tree, added it to the back of the leaf here to raise it up. All in all, it came out pretty good, I think. I like it. You know, this is a great model. It's one of those special edition ones. And I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna end up foiling right here where it says GT. It used to say GTS, but I didn't want to say GTS. I wanted it to be a GT. That's just the way I am. That's how I would have done it. They got the Super B stripes with the Super B logo on the back. You know, really enjoyed this build. This was the second one, so it was the one after the General Lee. I went ahead and put the Hemi in, I put the Hemi in there, kind of a little period correct. You know, I didn't wire it or anything, which I may or may not go back through. I don't know. I kind of just want to leave it the way it is. It looks good. It needs to be cleaned. All of them are dirty. I didn't clean them before the video. But yeah, that's the only thing that I would change is the hood pins. The hood pins stick up. I don't like it. But I gotta figure out a way, and I'll explain later on that one. Next up is probably the absolute favorite year Chevelle of mine. I built a ton of this particular year, not this one model. This is the California Wheels 2-in-1. And notice the paint job is kind of wrecked on it. In Illinois, I'm pretty new out here in Illinois, so I didn't realize that the cold weather, how bad the cold weather affects the paint coming out of a spray can if you don't warm it up. So this actually started off being sanding it down so I can repaint it after I got some new paint, and then I just kind of like the way it looked. It looks like it's being rebuilt. I color matched the inserts on the wheels. Very plain inside, you know, the interior matches what the body color should be, and then I added some flat gray in there, so it's kind of like vinyl and cloth. The 396, I didn't do any details really to other than the skirt on the air cleaner wasn't there, and so I added in the skirt. So when you get the kit, it's just the hat with the air filter, so it just kind of magically floats there. I didn't like it. I do like this one. I'm probably just gonna get another one and do like a before and after, what it looks like being rebuilt, you know, and then what it looks like, you know, all done. So, and I may go into more detail with the other one. Up next is the 69 Camaro Baldwin Motion. This thing is going back to being rebuilt, and a couple other changes. The color is a stock color. Well, not a stock color, but it's a GM color. It's the GM Deep Cherry. If you notice, the rake is reversed. That's because, to me, the ride height in the rear was too high. So being a Baldwin Motion car, so I tried to lower it just a little bit, and I lowered it too much. Front end looks great. These wheels themselves are actually off this kit. This is stock wheels for the Chevelle, and that's because with the Baldwin Motion Camaro, these I call them jelly bean cutouts, aren't cut out. It's one solid piece with just indents where the jelly beans are. It's got a tan interior with light tan inserts. The engine, the air cleaner was trash, so I never even put it on. I'm planning on getting a new one. I don't know if you can see it, but there are wires on the engine, and there are the heater hoses and stuff like that. It's kind of dark in this camera, kind of crappy. So, oh, there you go. You can kind of see the wires a little bit here. I like the way the paint came out. I did some custom things, like took the rain gutters out right here, so there's no rain gutters anymore. I hate rain gutters on the car, or drip rails, whatever you guys want to call them. You know, and let's see. Oh, tire fell off. Oh, that's grand. There's the underneath. I didn't put the exhaust system in because myself, I would run an open header on the street. I like the big throaty sound of a 427. And oddly enough, with as smooth as the paint looks, it is very smooth all the way through. I mean, it's not 100% smooth, but I had to do, you know, I didn't do any buffing or anything like that, and the shine is just like, I love the shine in this thing. You know, the shine came out perfect. Didn't have to buff it. You know, you can clearly see a mirror finish. That's no buffing. I used the Tester's one coat clear wet look and did it, just laid on fairly thick coats and let it kind of just smooth itself out. Thick enough where it would smooth itself out but not run. There are no runs in this paint. This paint is almost flawless. You know, I love that car. I don't need to get that wheel back in there. Whatever, it can go on the hood for now. So it's kind of like a little junkyard in here. Next up is the what is it? I believe it's the 32 Ford. This is like a 3-in-1. You make a tow truck, a street rod, or whatever. I did something a little different. I did a rat rod style. I actually lowered the body and the bed down, so it's sitting on stock suspension, as you can see there, but everything else has been lowered down. I did run into a couple problems doing it. No big deal though. One of the problems I did have is this wheel. For whatever reason, when I went to go glue it into place, it just cocked over a little bit. And the white walls I painted, because you do not get the white wall stickers with it. I did a Sinclair type tow truck. The cherry bombs are off of the Dart, so I just took a piece of styrene because the motor is not very detailed and I didn't want to go through and try to make headers and all that stuff. So I just run a piece of styrene over and up so it looks like it's connected. You know, not that you can really tell a whole lot that it's not connected. But yeah, this was a fun build too. I enjoyed this one also. This is another one of my favorites. Lots of time on that one. Oh, and as I was mentioning on the 67 Chevelle, that's what I'm talking about. I cut off, because as you know, the exhaust pipe runs up over the rear end and then out the back. So I just lobbed it off and then cut the exhaust tips off and glued them into place there. So right before the rear end, and they dump out down into the side. So next up, this one needs major redoing. Lots of stuff has fallen off of it. My radiator's warped. It does have the Chevy 409, even though it is a 34 Ford. I put a 32 Ford license plate. Did that. Basically did it like a high boy style. I like it. I ended up cutting all this stuff out. Cutting off the fenders off the frame, which was not an easy task. As for the exhaust, it's really hanky. I'm going to go back through and redo that. I'm actually quite ashamed that I actually thought that was going to be a good idea. I like this one just because of the details. You can leave the hubcaps off and you can, you know, you have the details of the lug nuts. You know, very fun build to do. I really do enjoy those two, although I have to fix the 34 coupe. And next up, this one is my baby. Right as of right now, this is my baby. Although I will be going through and changing up some things, not much, but you know, the stance, I love it. What I did for the C-notch is right here. It's kind of hard to see without getting a shadow in the way. Alright, so right here for the C-notch, that's actually the back part of the ring for the stock rim. I cut it in half, super glued both of them into place, and then I just cut out the frame. And then they gave me a nice platform. I'm going to try to build something to cover up this hole, just because the hole looks nasty. But other than that, you know, the engine, I'm thinking actually about changing it out. Oh, I also need to finish putting, either painting in the blinkers or putting in the decals for it. I want to detail the engine. I just built the stock 283 for it, and I just want to detail it. I might throw in another engine, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I might put a blown engine in there, because I do have, you know, a lot of room to hide a blower underneath the hood. As for the paint, it's Duplicolor one coat lacquer. I forget, it's like an emerald green or something like that. I forgot. The top and the stripe here, I didn't even paint. I left it alone. Just masked it off and painted the truck. When I went to do clear, I just cleared the stock white styrene. Came out beautiful. This one came out so perfect. I didn't have to do any buffing to it at all. The paint is, I mean, slick. And I will be taking lots of pictures of this one and maybe doing a slideshow movie on it. And on to my last project that I just finished while I was waiting for the 56 Nomad, is this ridiculous, I will call it just a work of art. Because I mean, that's really what it's worth. No engine detail. This whole, the whole engine itself is just one piece. There's no engine that you put together. You put on the intake. That's it. Let me get that out of there. The doors work. You know, this is how it came. You know, it's one of those uptown models. I just got it just for the fun of it. You know, just to do something really quick. You know, it's got the trunk that opens with the speakers and the extra amp, or you can put a TV. You know, the cool thing about it was the windows were already tinted. I don't know why more models don't come that way, but yeah, these windows were already tinted that way, and I was cool with that. I tried to detail the chassis, and another tire falls off. Yay. I tried to detail the chassis just a little bit, you know, just to try to separate all that black, but it's one solid piece. It's got the little metal rods that go through there, and you know, that's how it rolls. And it's just basically, it's like a toy, something that you would quickly build and like give to your kid and let him just smash it up, you know. I went ahead and did the flame decals, the carbon fiber insert. I think that was about it. You know, it just kind of looks a little ridiculous. Kind of funny though. So, but you know, this is done in the Testors one coat lacquer Inca Gold with no clear coat. I wasn't gonna waste any of my clear on this model. None of these are really gonna get shown. I just do them the way I do them for me. So, yeah, that's about it. The 56 Nomad I haven't really done anything with. It's only been one day since my last video, so you know, I had just been busy today, so I'll maybe get onto it tonight, maybe not, you know, who knows. That's a work in progress. As you can see, I have lots of works in progress, so yeah, that's about it. So this is Nate from Famous Racing Customs, signing off.